Hello, guys. We're live. The Canadiens played tonight. The Canadiens played the Flames, and they embarrassed the shit out of themselves. Um, yeah, they embarrassed themselves. Okay, the stream decided to restart. Montreal Canadiens tonight. They went into. They played at home and they faced the Flames, and they embarrassed themselves. They ended up um, heavily embarrassing themselves tonight. I have no clue what the hell happened tonight, but we'll try and dissect what happened. We had a couple comments coming in before the stream. British Islander, TFS, welcome back. Go check out British Islander. Sons of Liberty, how's it going? Thank you very much, Andrew. Appreciate it. Yeah, Sons of Liberty. At least the Islanders got a point. TFS, I can't blame you for being sad, man. Can't blame you for being sad about the loss. Hey, Marcus, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream, Randy. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, Josieto. The Flames actually won. How's it going? Thank you, Marcus. Randy, yeah, no clue what's up with Josh Anderson. All we know is that he left the game. I don't know if anyone really knows what's going on with Josh Anderson, but there's something apparently happened with him. So yeah, Marcus Hunt. Yeah, I was watching Isles Girl 3's stream. When it was an intermission as well. I had it open in the meantime, but yeah, Adriana, yeah, good game. Mete asked for the Wolverine. Posted, send me something on Discord. I'm not gonna accept that Mete asked for a trade. I'm not gonna, not because it's you. It's just I need a source. I need a source to confirm. Like, okay, yeah, Mete has asked for a trade. Like Friedman on Twitter or something like that. Yeah, the Stars did die. I did see that. Mark, yeah, there were a lot of donos going on in Kim's stream today. But this is my stream now. We're in the stream for the Habs. Adriana, I'm not doing too great. Habs lost, so I'm fucking terrible. Opening lineup for the Canadiens was Tatar, Dano, Gallagher, Drouin, Suzuki, Anderson, Toffoli, Kotkaniemi, Perry, Lehkonen, Evans, and Byron on offense. That would absolutely change throughout the night. Why Byron is still on this team and we don't have Paling or Foley playing there is fucking beyond me. Why we still have Byron playing. TFS, yep, never bet on the Devils. Stanford for Goff. Apparently, I don't know, Marcus. I don't follow NFL. Yeah, if only. Yeah, I mean, I had the PayPal. YouTube fucking sucks, so I can't get super chats until I'm eligible for monetization. Yeah, Marcus Hunt. Yeah. Thought of something if you're an original. Yeah, Sons of Liberty. So that'd mean delete the Rangers. I did see the Leafs lose tonight. I did see them lost. I did see they lost in overtime. Defense, it was Sherratt, Weber, Edmondson, Petrie, Kulak, and Romanoff. Jake Evans would be getting the start tonight. Or Jake Allen would be getting the start tonight, and Carey Price is playing backup. Leo, the title. I wouldn't say they got embarrassed at all. We missed some good chances and got stoned by Markstrom. I wouldn't say we played better than the Flames in the third. I'd say we played better than the Flames absolutely in the second. I definitely can't win them all, Leo. I do agree with you on that. We were definitely bound to lose one, but I didn't think it'd be to the fucking Flames and to the team that Markstrom isn't even that great on. So yeah, I was expecting to lose to a good team: Toronto, Vancouver, Ottawa. Embarrassed how. Randy, and I wouldn't say we were outplayed by the Flames. I think we actually outplayed them a lot in the second period, so I don't know. Yeah, Cole Caulfield, I did see he had 2 goals, 2 assists. That is pretty sick. You mentioned that in the Discord earlier. Thank you for that, Marcus. Hey, TFS, all right, good luck with that, man. Opening lineup for the Flames. I actually did not see the opening lineup for the Flames, but from what I remember, I believe it was Tkachuk, Lindholm, Bennett, Gaudreau, Monahan, Dubé, Levo, Backlund, Mangiapane, and then I think it was Lucic, Ryan, and Simon, I believe. Giordano Anderson, Hanifin Tanev, Valimaki, and Nestorov. Jacob Markstrom would be getting the game start, and David Riddick would be serving as the backup. It was very surprising to me. But the fourth line was actually starting the game for the Canadiens. Should have been a sign of things to come when Byron is starting your game. Flames went to the power play early on. Kulak got called for interference. It was a bit weak, but I do understand why they called it. And then the Flames scored. Johnny Gaudreau put it home. It was 1-0 Flames. Sherratt is a defensive liability, not playing his man. I'm not taking anything tonight. Sherratt is terrible. We just need to get rid of Sherratt. I will say it. I don't care. I'm not going to listen to anyone. Trade Sherratt. Sherratt has been terrible as a Montreal Canadien. People are saying Bennett asked for trade. I hope Bennett asked for a trade. No one should be in Calgary. No one should suffer through Calgary or Edmonton. So yeah, I mean the Habs could be a cup contender. I think if they can rebound, if they can rebound, if they can rebound off this loss and beat the Canucks on Monday and Tuesday, which I fucking hope we're able to, and we can beat we can beat the Senators in the early game on I think it's Thursday it's on, then yeah, definitely we could be a cup contender. If we outplay them, no, Randy, if anything, it would mean we were embarrassed. If we outplayed the Flames, then us losing, getting shut out should. Fucking there we go. Holy shit. Randy, I wouldn't say necessarily we need to always get screened shots on Markstrom on any goalie. We just need to be able to get one past him. You know, there were so many chances where there were open nets, wide open chances for us that we weren't able to capitalize on, and I think that was probably the biggest problem that we had tonight. Sherratt is great in terms of physicality. He has balls, and those guys are great to have. Not afraid to fight anyone. Yeah, definitely. Having Mete would be much better because, yeah, sure, he's smaller. I mean, it wouldn't be better, yeah, sure, like you said, with the physicality and fighting or whatever. Sherratt has 2 fights already on the season. But I'm just saying, I think it'd be much better to have Mete because he can put up points. He could probably help you. He could probably help put up points. So I don't know. I think you probably scratch Byron next game. I think you scratch Byron and you try and run with 7 defensemen. Unless it is true, Mete did if Mete did actually request a trade, which in that case I still need to see some proof if that actually is the case. I guess Sherratt's fine in having physicality, but having Weber, who's meant to be an offensive defenseman, you don't put Sherratt with him. You don't put Sherratt, who's just physical and not defensive, with Shea Weber. You know, you get someone, not Cale Makar. Who's playing with Cale Makar? I forget his name. You get the guy that's playing with Cale. You get like a Chris Tanev type guy. You get a defensive defenseman. You get a defensive defenseman like Chris Tanev, and you put him with Shea Weber, should be decent. And yeah, sure. Oh, they're old, whatever. Chris Tanev is still really solid defensively. He proved himself in the last 2 games, I think. 5-1-2, throw on the towel. Come on, Randy. I'm not saying throw on the towel. I'm not fucking stupid, and I sure hope you don't think I am. But I'm just saying, we lose a game, we get embarrassed like this. Sure as hell hope we can rebound. Scott Lawton, Roger Stubler, you're gonna spam. You can get fucked. Get out of here with that, you fucking asshole. Scott Lawton just saved my night with his OT goal against the Islanders. William Kettner, good job at that. I'm glad you predicted that correctly. What have your thoughts been on Price's performance so far? I've liked Price so far. He had 1 or 2 bad games, but the Canadiens were able to save him. Actually, they were able to bail him out. But unless I want to say 2 or 3 games that he's played, he's been really, really solid. Price has been really, really good. So after those two bad performances, he's rebounded and he's looked really, really good. Random question. No, I'm not half Asian. I'm not. No. But thank you for the question, Leo. Appreciate it. Exactly. Sons of Liberty. Lol, Byron is bad. It up though, Sons of Liberty. Yeah, Randy. You easily scratch Paul Byron. You easily scratch Byron. Connor Timmins. I don't think it's Connor Timmins. I forget who it is. Exactly. Sons of Liberty and Josie. Thank you. Perry moves to Anderson's spot. Byron moves. Paling goes in. Paling goes in for Armia's spot if Anderson and Armia is out. I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna point this out. I'm not gonna say we're throwing in the towel, but I just want to point out. Last year we lost Drouin and Byron in the same game, and we fell apart. We lost Armia, and now we lose Anderson. I'm not saying we're gonna fall apart, but I'm just saying, be a bit weary. Why do I keep? Oh, Randy. Randy, did you unhide Roger Stubler? Did you unhide him, or did you just time him out and it just showed up now? Like Perry moving to Anderson's spot, I don't necessarily know if you. I don't know if you move Perry to Anderson's spot. I feel like maybe you end up wanting to move to Foley in that spot. But I understand if you want to have like similar players, similar style of play, then yeah, you definitely move Perry there. In my opinion, you don't touch Byron. You scratch Byron. I would risk it. You put Paling on that third line. Scratch Byron, get Frolik on that fourth line. Frolik is a much better version of Byron, I think. I think Byron is past his prime for sure. Probably time to let it go. Waive him, let him go in taxi squad so he stays the leader, and bring on exactly Leo. I agree. Bring on one of Frolik or Paling. I agree. Byron is past his prime. Dude's getting paid fucking $3.25 million to be a fourth liner, picking his ass on the bench for 95% of the game. And when he comes on, he doesn't look like he gives a shit. Like Byron is, I like Byron. I don't mind Byron. But like I agree, time to let him go, waive him, put him on taxi squad if someone's dumb enough, or if someone isn't dumb enough to claim him. He stays as a kind of a leader, but not really. But you bring in Frolik and Paling if Anderson is out next game, I think. Never doubt Carey Price, Sons of Liberty. Just say when he has a bad game. Jake Allen was good, Randy. Jake Allen was really, really good, I think. One thing I've noticed, Romanov shoots way too much, especially on the power play. Guys had a couple wide open options in the last two games. There's one that stood out to me in game 1 versus Calgary. He just takes random weak shots with way too many guys in front that end up doing nothing. Leo, actually, funny enough, I've seen the exact opposite. I've seen Romanov not taking enough shots, actually. Like, I'll see him eventually take a shot, and it's like, oh, damn, that was pretty solid. And then he'll go to take another one, and he'll end up passing it. I haven't seen Romanov shooting all that much, actually. I've seen, like I've said, like on the power play, it's fine when he shoots. I actually don't see him. I personally don't think he shoots way too much. I see him passing a lot on the power play when I think he should be shooting, actually. That's kind of weird. He has a couple wide open options in the last few games, I believe, but yeah, I mean, like if you see or think that he does shoot too much, that's perfectly fine. We disagree. That's whatever if we disagree. But yeah, personally, I think Romanov shoots not enough, actually. Not saying that he shoots way too much for you and it's too little for me. I'm saying I don't see him shoot enough. Well, you know what I mean. I'm not. You know what I mean. Jack Johnson's better than Law. I agree, Sons of Liberty. Byron had two quality. Byron didn't have a quality chance, in my opinion. Byron had a decent chance, but they were not quality shots. I've not seen Byron do anything good this year so far. Meh, he's not great. Enough with the salary on the fourth line. Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm not a Calgary channel. I'm a Montreal channel, Randy. And I'm talking Byron because if you get rid of Byron's contract, say someone for whatever reason takes that $3.25 million for this offseason or this offseason that just passed and next offseason, you have enough to bring in one or two other guys that are really solid that could end up helping you out this season. So I don't know. For me, I don't know. I just feel like salary definitely matters, salary definitely matters. And you can't really compare it to Lucic because Lucic was a pure cap dump. Lucic for Lucic getting paid the $6.25 million that he was paid or something like that by Edmonton, it was terrible from the start. Lucic was brought in to replace Taylor Hall in Edmonton, which proves Edmonton is a clown show and should just relocate to Quebec when they're doing shit like that. For me, I just feel like like I said, the James Neal for Milan Lucic, it was a cap dump going both ways. So Lucic, you can't really compare him to Byron, because Byron, he's only getting paid $3.25 million. I think he's a year or two younger than Lucic. Meanwhile, what's embarrassing, Lucic has a role on the Flames. Lucic is meant to be that agitator who starts shit up. Byron is just meant there as, hey, you were kind of fast a few years ago, Byron. You can go out. You go try to do something. You go try and do something. Cody Ceci or Jack Johnson? Yes. Cody Ceci, in my opinion. Hey, British Islander, TFS, welcome back, buddy. 1-1 Jets. Let's go, Sons of Liberty. Byron had a decent opportunity on a shorthanded 2-on-1 tonight, and that's about it. I think I remember that. Actually, yep, I do remember the shorthanded 2-on-1. That was the one where he fanned on it, I think. It was either the one where he fanned on it or the one where he missed the net entirely. Romanov shot when he had an open Anderson for a tip-in the first Flames game. But we're not talking about the first Flames game, Randy. We're not talking about that game. We're talking about this game. Can I put you? I don't know about that, Randy. Hey, David Arthur, welcome back, man. Where did I leave off? Habs are starting to play better after the first goal. Taylor Hall trade approved by Peter Chiarelli. But yeah, the Habs are starting to play better after the goal by the Flames, but they're still looking a bit sluggish, in my opinion. They had some good chances with Perry and Byron looking to score. Philip Deneau was looking to not really be playing like he wants to be there right now. In the first period, I noticed Byron not wandering, but I noticed Byron not playing up to snuff as he usually does. The Canadiens are starting to heat up now. They're getting some solid chances on net. The Canadiens' first line was looking good out there, they had a really, really good chance with a wide open net, but no one was able to get a stick. Just boom, just get a stick on it. There were too many sticks in the way. Deneau was looking a bit better at that point. I agree, Sons of Liberty. Over the course of the entire season, Tkachuk has started to lose my respect for sure. Guy has the tendency to stir shit, and unlike Gallagher, can't defend himself and things. Well, that's the thing, Leo. For me, I do like Matthew Tkachuk. I definitely have lost a slight amount of respect for him because of like stuff that's happened tonight that I think I wrote down. I'm not 100% sure. But I mean, I respect Tkachuk slightly more than I would if because of the Sherrod fight. I think if he doesn't take that fight with Sherrod, I think I would respect him less. But the fact he did end up taking the fight with Sherrod when he did, I think that's fine. Close your eyes on salary. You're not the owner to pay them, but they had a better option. Yeah, they have Paling, Randy, and Paling is much better than Byron. Paling just needs that chance and the opportunity to play, and he'll prove himself to be much better than Byron. Frolik is a better version of Byron, in my opinion. Hey, Andrew, I don't know what you said the last few days, but all right. I'm no problem, man. Hey, welcome back, Marcus. Fuck it, just kidding. Hey, let's go, British Islander. Let's go, TBI. Let's go, TBI. This is kind of on topic. Carolina. Yeah, I did see that. Josieto. I did see that. The game was starting to get physical. There was a missed interference on Matthew Tkachuk for hitting Jonathan Drouin as they were both chasing the puck. I was surprised that one got away, but I can understand why the refs were letting both teams play at this point. We would get some roughhousing a short little bit later. Some guys for both teams went to the box. I believe it was Perry. I'm not sure if it was Gallagher, but I know there was two guys that went to the box for us and two that went for the Flames, and because they were offsetting penalties, it would remain a 5-on-5. But Philip Deneau would end up fucking it up by high sticking Dylan Dubé. It'll be a Flames power play, but holy shit, we managed to kill it off 1-for-2 on the PK tonight. Flames are controlling it all right now. The game is looking to be a nightmare. Canadians are not looking great. They honestly look like the Canadians from last year. Lots of 3-on-2s, and I was seeing some 2-on-1s as well. So yeah, it was definitely not looking great. I picked Carolina to win. That was let's go. I kind of like that. Yeah, that abbreviation is pretty sick. TBI, British the British Islander. That's pretty sick. TBI. What's up, guys? TBI back here. I think that'd work. CHL canceled practice today. 6 pending COVID cases. Oh shit. Hopefully the center. Yeah, hopefully that does not suffer more at all. Hopefully. Gallagher had a brain lapse when he was alone with Tatar in front of the net and he didn't notice at all. I did not see that, Randy. I didn't actually see that. You're a number 2. Yeah, Andrew, we are. We are the second team in the Canadian division. The Flames are starting to get frustrated, trying to get more goals, but they will get a penalty being in the Habs zone. Andrew Mangiapane went to the box for roughing after punching Drouin in the face. I'm gonna go as far as to say maybe it should be 10 in a game. There was very clear intent to injure. Drouin wasn't ready for a fight. They were just doing whatever. And they're just doing whatever, and fucking just Mangiapane punches Drouin. Props to Drouin for taking it, though. Props to Drouin for taking it and drawing the penalty. I just think it should have been more. Deal or no deal to Montreal. JT Miller, 2021 third, 2022 second. Vancouver, Kotkaniemi, and Byron. The only reason I'm saying no deal is that we don't get a third line center back. Like Evans, I know like Evans can be a solid third line center. I think that would mean bringing. That would mean bringing in Paling on the fourth line, which would be fine. I'd be fine with that. It's just I don't think Evans is necessarily ready for the third line. I think next year he could be ready for a third line role, but personally, I am saying no deal only because we don't get a third line. Like if you're Vancouver and you're just giving me someone that's like, hey, just you can take this guy if you need a third line center, just whatever, then I likely accept that because we get rid of the cap of Byron, we get a really solid player in JT Miller, and we're just giving Kotkaniemi, which I love Kotkaniemi. I think he's going to be a solid second line center for us. It's just a bit iffy. 6 games. That's exactly TBI. Typical Flames. He got Falcon Punch at least 5 big rips. Yep, Leo. I agree 100% with what you said. I'm gonna actually reference that once I get back to the hit, or once I get to the hit because it's coming up in a little bit. For the punch, yeah, I agree, Andrew. It should probably be I don't know about 6 games, but I definitely think it should be at least 3 probably. Eric Crosby. Yeah, I'm yawning already, man. Well, Leo, keep in mind, I woke up at 12 yesterday and only went to bed at 9 this morning. I was playing some Among Us and chatting with John, Hot Take Hockey, and a couple of friends. We were up very, very, very much late or early than we should have been. So I only got about 4 hours of sleep today. Hey, Chase, yeah, I did see the Oilers did win. Who's your pick for Calder? I think Kaprizov definitely could win. Marcus. I could see it being Kaprizov. I could see maybe Stutzel impressing a lot of people and managing the Calder. I think it's absolutely out of the question that Lafreniere is going to get the Calder. I think potentially if he really, really starts to improve, Romanov could be a hot take for at least a nomination. Jack Johnson for Paul Byron? No, absolutely not. We have too much defensive depth. As much as I love Jack Johnson, I'm not going to make the Rangers suffer with Paul Byron. The dude direct messaged me at 8 a.m. Shut up, man. I did not see the Edmonton reverse retros. I was up by a quarter. Jesus, Andrew, let's go. The Habs sucked on the 15 seconds of power play at the time they got to end the first. It was no big deal. Like I said, it was 15 seconds at the end of the first. Yeah, they still have time in the second, and that would end it. 1-0 Flames lead at the end of the first. Shots were 15-9 for the Flames as well. Oh shit! Yeah, it's Romanov. Actually, it's not Romanov. It's Romanov. I think they actually corrected it. It's not Romanov. It's Romanov. Actually, at this point, they've said it 3 different ways. They said he Romanov wanted to change to Romanov, and then they were pronouncing it Romanov again, and now they're saying it's Romanov, not Romanov or Romanov, but Romanov. It's weird. You think Contact Hockey? No, I don't think he's necessarily mad. I think he's probably disappointed the Leafs lost, but I don't think he's mad. 2-1 Vancouver. Let's go, Sons of Liberty. Big hype for the Vancouver Canucks. Opening of the second period, the Habs on the power play were not able to capitalize, but they looked solid enough. 0-for-1 on the power play tonight. 2 Flames players got hurt from shots. Very strange seeing that. I was not expecting 2 Flames players getting hurt. Kind of almost back-to-back, actually. I believe it was Valimaki got hit right below the kneecap, and then someone else got it in the wrist. Or Valimaki got it in the wrist, and then someone else got it in the kneecap. Or right below the kneecap. They looked like they hurt. And then it was confirmed a few minutes into the second period, Josh Anderson was done for the night. Unsure why that was the case. I actually didn't know. I actually don't know why. Anderson was hurt. If anyone does know why Anderson is hurt at this point, please feel free to let me know. By the way, guys, thank you guys for the 9 likes. I appreciate it. I do the opposite. I DM him on Discord at 3 a.m. Darkness, let's go. Let's go. Darkness hype. 2-1 Vancouver. Let's go. McDavid goal tonight. I didn't see the McDavid goal, but I guarantee it's just as overrated as when he deked out Morgan Riley or whoever was on the Leafs. Guaranteed it's as overrated as that goal. Because McDavid is overrated entirely. Okay, who won the Chase? The Flames won 2-0. Flames won 2-0. Gaudreau scored pretty much the only goal early on, and I didn't see who scored the empty netter. I was too pissed at that point. Hey, Andrew, I like Josh Anderson as well, man. Really, really like Josh Anderson. But the Habs were buzzing. Hey, talk to you later, David Allen. Anderson, from what I know, was a weird collision. Hopefully he's fine. Hopefully it's just a out for the game type of deal, like what with I think it was Lehkonen suffered. Hopefully it's just a just an out for the game thing, like I said. I think it was Lehkonen. That was out for the game. I think it was out for last game. But yeah, I think it was last game. Well, you know what I mean. It's just an out for the game, and it'll be back next game, hopefully. The Onion Man and Anderson had flu-like symptoms. I don't know about that, Onion Man. I mean, your name is the Onion, so I don't think I'm gonna believe you on that. The Riley one was overrated for sure, but this goal was insane. I'm also considering blocking you on Discord for saying McD was overrated. I'm not saying McD was overrated. I'm saying he is overrated. Hey, Leo, that would suck, man. No, but yeah, the Riley one was definitely overrated. It was just a simple little deke. Hey, hi, Andrew. Thank you for saying hi to me. Does Edmonton win a cup? Not at all if he stays in Edmonton. If he goes to a good team, then no. Oh, it's true, Edmonton. Okay, I just wasn't sure to believe the Onion on what they said, but okay, if Anderson had flu-like symptoms, fuck. I am not happy about that. Who was in net for the Flames? Habs and Flames game for both teams. In Calgary, it was Jacob Markstrom. Montreal had Jake Allen in it tonight. Chase, just to let you know there. Deal or no deal to Stars. Okay, Anderson had flu-like symptoms per Elliot Friedman. So it's possible he has COVID. Because COVID is kind of just a mod of. Let's hope Anderson does not have the cough. Sons of Liberty, I agree. Let's agree. Let's hope Anderson does not have the cough. Let's hope Anderson does not have the cough. Yo, Sons of Liberty, I'm going to pin your comment. I'm going to pin your comment for the rest of the stream. That was fucking great. Let's hope Anderson does not have the cough. Let's absolutely hope no memes aside, let's hope he doesn't. He tested negative for COVID. Did they test him? Oh, damn, they tested him already. I don't know. I personally would argue McDavid is overrated. I think he really only wakes up when he plays terrible teams like Winnipeg, kind of Calgary, Vancouver, Winnipeg, Ottawa, and then when he's around Toronto, Montreal, and obviously he doesn't play Edmonton, he only gets 1 or 2 points, like the game tonight, he only got a point. Do they not test them? I think they do test them every day. Oh, he's going to be tested again tomorrow. I think they test their players every day. At least they hope they would. But Josietto, I'm going to say no deal on that personally. I like Mark Pysyk as a defenseman. I like Jason Dickinson, but I think Kotkaniemi has much more potential than Jason Dickinson. And if you're just comparing it, like say 1 for 1, Pysyk is not worth a second, at least to the Montreal Canadiens, I don't think, because they know how to draft really well. And yeah, Dano is still exactly, Angerman. I do agree. Dano has to wake up. He did not play that great tonight at all. And he wants more than $5 million. Like, honestly, I think if I'm Philip Danault and the Habs offer me a $5 million contract for 6 years and I'm playing terrible right now, I'm easily like, sure, I'll take that. I'll take a $5 million extension. Thank you. Excuse me. What do you think of Crosby rumors? Onion Man, that's a good question actually. For me, I'm kind of iffy. I like the Crosby rumors because it means he could potentially come to Montreal. But personally, I don't think Crosby leaves Pittsburgh. I don't think Crosby's very likely to leave Pittsburgh at the end of the year. Thank you guys for the 10 likes, by the way. I feel like more, if anything, it's just speculation, as always. Like, even though Friedman did say, or whoever it was that posted that yeah, they're gonna look at rebuilding. It's like, no shit, they're gonna look at rebuilding. They're getting old. They're gonna want to trade off guys like Letang and whatnot for younger guys. But for me, I don't think Crosby leaves. Hell yeah, Josieto. Worship the LBB. Worship the LB Bizzle. Vancouver and Edmonton. I find it funny. A lot of people seem to think that's little baby's bum, but that ain't what it is, baby. F John Gibson owners in fantasy. Darkness, why did John Gibson do great tonight? I think McKinnon, yeah, Sons of Liberty. I think a lot of people are better than McKinnon, or are better than McDavid. McKinnon likely being one of them. Draisaitl being another. I want you to take the time. I can't look it up on stream, Leo. I have terrible Wi-Fi, so you never know. Yeah, no trade. Crosby is staying. I don't know, Andrew. He could end up saying, like, hey, I want to win another cup before I leave. I want to go insert cup contender here or insert surprise place here that could win a cup, you know? Yeah, Leo, I did see that the main reason Jim Rutherford quit was because he was trying to trade Letang. Ownership didn't want to. Yeah, so if they're saying no to Letang, I can't see them saying yes to Crosby or Malkin unless for some reason it's like a massive overpayment, like say the next 5 years of first round picks, 3 great prospects, a roster player. It's something like Edmonton, like giving up McDavid, Draisaitl, and 4 first round picks for Crosby, you know, then it's like, yeah, I mean, we're getting McDavid, but we're getting Draisaitl, so, you know. Yeah, I think Crosby staying in Pittsburgh for his whole career would be really good. Sons of Liberty. It's just likely. I think it's likely to happen, but we'll see. Anderson got the leaves. Yeah, Cameron Knox. I heard Frederick Anderson made a really, really fantastic save right before the third period. He gave up 3 goals in 126. He gave up 3 goals in a minute 26? There's no way. No way. If Anderson is unfortunately out next game, yeah, the Onion Man. every time I see your name, I think the Onion. They're great. Go look up the Onion guys. They're great. But yeah, I'd like to see Paling in as well. Personally, I'd like to see Paling in relief for Anderson. And then I'd like to see Frolik take over for Byron as usual. I'm not capping. Well, I feel bad for John Gibson, man. Was it at the start of the game? Or I don't know which one would be worse. Could you imagine if Ovi and Crosby swap? That would be nuts. Like Ovechkin for Crosby, or if they were drafted, like Crosby was drafted by the Capitals and Pittsburgh drafted Ovi, that would be really, really interesting, I think. If Crosby gets traded, and a massive if he went to Habs, it would be Suzuki. I don't know about that, Marcus. I don't know if we'd massively overpay that much. Bergevin's not stupid. He wouldn't trade Suzuki, Kotkaniemi 3 firsts and 2 seconds just to get Sidney Crosby. You know, he wouldn't trade 7 assets just to get back Crosby, you know. I think it'd have to be maybe a first, maybe 2 firsts. Kotkaniemi, you'd have to put in Byron for the cap dump going back the other way. Maybe Jaden Struble, for example, because the Pens do need goaltending or do need defensive prospects and something else. Like, I think you could maybe get away with that because Crosby isn't that great right now, I don't think. But you never know. Yeah, maybe Chiarelli takes over to be Mete for Crosby. That'd be sick. Deal or no deal to stars Kotkaniemi in a first. To have Kiviranta first, second, third. No deal, Josieto. Kiviranta, I love Kiviranta, but it's just he doesn't play center, I don't think. Kotkaniemi's a solid third, future second line center. And doing the first swap, like getting a second and third is good, but it's weird. I don't know about that. Anderson didn't give 3 goals. He didn't. Cameron, I would not overpay. I can understand you. I mean, I think it'd be interesting. For sure. To see Crosby get traded off, just to see like what return he could fetch. But I don't think I think a lot of teams wouldn't overpay for him. But you know, there's those few like Edmonton, Phoenix, the teams that are really poorly GM'd, like always, that would massively overpay for him. If he went to Oilers, it would be Yamamoto 2 first, Holloway in 3 seconds. Marcus, I don't know. I think you would almost have to give up one of McDavid or Draisaitl for the best player in the world. I feel like you would have to give up one of them for Crosby. I think Strubal's massively overrated. Funny enough, Leo, I actually don't hear enough about Strubel. Like from what I've seen, he's not, but he's really solid in. I forget where he's playing, but I've seen a few highlights of him, and he's looked good. I don't see a younger Schrott in him off physicality. I don't see that in them personally. But funny enough, like I said, I don't hear much about Strubel, so that's funny. I want one more Kyrou goal for a hat. Yo, let's go, Jordan Kyrou. Please score, buddy. Teams who want to win now. Yeah, I agree. Sons of Liberty, like Montreal, for example. Like, it probably would be a terrible deal for Montreal, but I'd understand. No, Marcus Hahn. McDavid is not much better than Crosby. He plays at Northeast where Primo played. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate that. I forgot that. Take this with a grain of salt since I'm acting like Shirley here. To the Stars, Paul Byron, to the Habs, Heiskanen. If I'm Pierre Dorion, if I'm Marc Bergevin and I get a call and it's Peter Chiarelli for the Stars calling and he's like, hey, I want Paul Byron, and you're like, okay. It's like, we'll give you Miro Heiskanen. I'm laughing and I'm like, fuck, he said send him over here. You'll get Paul Byron. Thank you very much. And you immediately hang up the phone. Just thank you. Just pull a Jim Cornette. Thank you, fuck you, bye, and hang up the phone on him right there. And then you easily take that deal. Crosby, I did see Crosby, Ovi, and someone else scored the game winner. I think it was Ovi, Crosby, and McDavid or something like that. It was like within 12 minutes, 3 OT winners were scored. Hey, British Islander, thank you for coming out of the stream. Appreciate it, buddy. Nah, Marcus, that's cap. Crosby's over McDavid easily. Where am I? But Habs were buzzing. They were getting some really solid chances, but Markstrom was a brick wall who was absolutely nuts. Markstrom was still robbing the Canadiens. They had a lot of momentum at this point. And then Gallagher and Rasmus, not to be confused with Josh, Anderson were going at it at the benches. We would get a penalty to go with it. I believe it was a roughing. Habs were looking pretty solid on the power play for the most part until Toffoli took a hooking call, and it looked kind of meh. I didn't really see the penalty in there. So we then went over 2 on the PP. 4-4 into some Flames power play. However, it didn't last long. High sticking call on the Flames, and the Canadiens would get another power play. 2 for 3 on the PK tonight. Habs power play, meanwhile, looked pretty solid once again, but still nothing on it. Markstrom has been unbeatable tonight. 0 for 3 on the power play tonight. And the Habs get Heiskanen for Byron. Holy shit, that's just a walk in. Exactly, TBI. Thank you very much for coming out of the stream. Appreciate it. And enjoy whatever you're going to do for the rest of the night. McDavid, in my opinion, is very slightly better than McDavid and Crosby, but he is not way. Thank you, Josietto. I appreciate it. McDavid, McKinnon, Crosby, Ovechkin, Draisaitl. Ooh, Leo coming in here. McDavid and McKinnon. Okay. Personally, if I had to rank those 5, I'd probably do Crosby, Ovechkin, Draisaitl. I don't know. Crosby, Ovechkin, McKinnon, Draisaitl, McDavid, I think. Yeah. Where am I? Right here. The Habs power play, like I said. And then this is where we're going to scroll up. When Armia comes back, I hope Perry. Exactly, on you, man. I agree. Byron should just be taken out. Perry can play that 4th line. Or if you want to risk it, you put Armia on that 4th line and run with Perry for a bit. So this is where I'm going to go and scroll up here. Who said it? It was Leo. I just simply put, what the fuck? Jesperi Kotkaniemi got run down by Dylan Dubé. No call on the play. Play continued while there was a scrum going on. Shea Weber then went to the box for roughing. How is Dubé not punished? And I'm going to read what Leo said because 100% I agree with what he said. The Dubé hit to the head to Coco was dirty as hell. 10-10 head contact. And then Weber took a penalty for defending his guy. Joke call and no reason for Dubé to not be disciplined by player safety. I agree, Leo, with what you said earlier. I agree 100% with that. It was really dirty. And the fact Dubé almost scored the second goal for the Flames in the third period was a joke. Should have been out of the game easily. Both him and Mangiapane for punching Drouin easily. They both should have been out of the game. Joke call easily should 100% be looked at by the Department of Player Safety. It was a sus call for sure. Sons of Liberty, thank you for that. What I feel like you're just reading off the what's EOTP? Leo, what's EOTP? Encyclopedia of the Portal. I'm not reading off the Encyclopedia of the Portal game thread. Detroit, what? Who would want the lol boy? Sons of Liberty, Detroit, like Josietto said. Honestly, Edmonton. Edmonton always needs depth. They could probably use him. McKinnon, McKinnon, Crosby, Ovi, Dry. I don't know about that. Dubé should be fine. I don't know, Sons of Liberty. I think suspension because it was a head hit, and he just came back from an injury. I'd argue there was maybe a little bit of a clear intent to injure. I don't want to say clear intent to injure, but I think there was a slight amount of intent to injure. So it's iffy. Oh, Habs eyes on the prize. Okay, yeah, I know eyes on the prize. I didn't know their abbreviation though. No, I'm not reading out eyes on the prize. I'm reading my own notes, thankfully. Unfortunately, after the Myers issue, unfortunately, I think the NHL is not going to do anything about it. It's a joke if they don't suspend Dubé or at least give him a fine. Big joke if they don't do anything like that for Dubé. I mean, hey, after what happened, like you said, Onion with Myers and whoever the fuck it was, Niskanen in the postseason. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems doubtful. Dubé was full on NFL mode. And speaking of the NFL, our sponsor of today. Okay, no, we're not sponsored by the Super Bowl, unfortunately. Fuck, I wish. I could be getting lots of money for that. Yeah, thank you, Josietto. CC, Johnson, Marincin, Matheson, Lucic. I'd probably put Lucic over Matheson, maybe even Marincin. I'm just saying. But yeah, Flames thankfully did not score on the power play. Habs got some good chances actually during the Flames power play for shorthanded. And afterwards they also got a good chance. 3 for 4 on the PK tonight. The Canadiens were going back to the PK. Drouin got called for tripping, and I'm scared of this now. Flames were not able to score on it. Canadiens looked fantastic. Fantastic. Shorthanded 2 great chances, including a 3-on-1 that Dano ended up fanning on, or shot it wide. I forget which one it was. He needs to get his shit together. We're able to kill the PP off, and 4 for 5 on the PK tonight. Chat, y'all here. I don't follow football, so I don't know about Matthew Stafford or Jared Golf. I don't follow golf. The Flames are finally going back to the power play. Michael Backlund got called for roughing after ramming himself into Brendan Gallagher. The Habs looked solid on the power play, but they just couldn't score yet. That would end up doing it for the second period. The Flames still led 1-0. I have no doubt in my mind the Flames are winning. We're playing terribly most of the time. 27-21 shots in favor of the Habs, which actually was really surprising. Yeah, we killed the PP, Josietto. I'm sorry about that. We had to kill the PP. The Canadiens, to open up the score, the third period, were looking really solid, getting some good chances and solid shots, but nothing beat Markstrom. Hey, Andrew, thank you for coming by to the stream. Appreciate it, and I'll see you in the future. Hopefully you enjoy whatever you do for the rest of the night. Josh Leifo got sent to the box for Calgary. Habs went to the power play again. They looked decent on it, but they couldn't get much, and the Flames killed it off, make it 0 for 5 on the night. Backlund was starting to look like an asshole, ramming his head into Evans on the faceoff. He did it apparently during the opening faceoff as well. Letang got hurt. Oh shit, Sons of Liberty. Big rips. There's a missed interference call on the Flames because, of course, they don't call it now. They called it earlier in the game. They wouldn't call it now. And then there we go. Flames went to the power play. Kulak for interference. Checking the replay in case there was a goal on a wraparound. It looked like it might have gone in. They were checking just in case, but there was none. The Habs were able to kill the power play or kill the penalty, and I am pissed. The Flames were looking terrible at this point, or the Habs were looking terrible at this point. They just were not doing great. Yeah, you missed Shawnee. Oh shit, Leo, I did. Oh, did I miss Shawnee voice reveal? That sucks. Well, then, like I said, depending on what time it was, I was in the HTHVC with John and Kim and a couple others for like 8 hours. So that's the reason I missed that. But yeah, the Flames were looking much better. We looked like a 2019-20 Canadiens. We looked like the 2019-20 regular season Canadiens. This was just embarrassing at that point. The Habs are doing their best to get something going in this game. However, nothing was able to get past Markstrom, even with many empty net chances, or I should say wide open net chances. Dylan O'Deal to Oilers, Letang and Sheary to Pens, Bouchard, a second and a third, no deal. Letang is a great defenseman. Bouchard is not even NHL ready right now. You never know. I agree, Onion. I think, I won't say the refs need a wake-up call because they've been decent. But they are definitely letting a lot of stuff go that they should be calling, in my opinion. Which that's the thing. It's lose-lose for the refs. Either they let stuff go and they're called they're called out for not calling enough, or they call everything and they get shit on for restricting the amount of for restricting the momentum of the game, or some bullshit like that, It's tricky, if you're the refs, how you want to go about that. Our power play, exactly, Onion. I think our power play was looking like last year's, though I would say we definitely were getting more shots and we were looking better, but we just we were looking better on the power play than last year, but just barely, in my opinion. We were getting shots off at least. Our power play was, I agree. I said that. Deal or no deal to the Stars, Jake Allen in a first, to the Habs, Gaudreau in a second. I gotta say no deal personally. I don't like trading away our first round pick, especially in a fairly solid first round, set to be first round in 2021. Jake Allen for Gaudreau. Jake Allen has a few years left in him. Gaudreau might be at the tail end of his career, even though he did sign a 3-year extension. I'm not sure. Personally, I feel like Jake Allen wouldn't make much sense going to Dallas anyways, because not just from the Habs standpoint, where I do think getting Gaudreau would definitely help. I just think it's more so of an issue of, getting Jake Allen for a year, getting Jake Allen for a year, and then he goes to Seattle. Why would you trade a second round pick and Gaudreau just to get a guy that is going to go to Seattle? And even with Gaudreau, he likely goes to Seattle, so it's pretty much a first for a second. So for me, that makes slightly less. I don't want to say it makes no sense, but it's tricky. If Seattle wasn't coming in, it would look a bit better, but with Seattle coming in, it's iffy. I don't think the issue was a power play, more so Calgary's PK. They're super aggressive on the guy with the puck, and they don't allow us. Exactly, Leo. I agree with you on that, and we definitely need to learn to adapt to that. When a team is being really aggressive like that, we can't just shelter ourselves and be like, okay, just keep playing, try to get what you're doing. Like, no, get aggressive in return. Hit the guys that are coming after you on the puck. Try and set it up in a way that you think they think you're gonna go, and then do something different. Try and outmaneuver aggressive PKs. In my opinion, I think you need to be more aggressive when they're aggressive. And be aggressive when they're not aggressive. Even. Allen plays exactly. Allen has been playing really solid. He's played his third game with the Canadiens. And he played really, really well. He really impressed me tonight. Darkness, I can understand you missing Jake Allen, man. Brian Burke just said the Dubé hit wasn't suspended because it was low head enough. Jeez, I love Brian Burke, but what the fuck? It was low head, not high head. Well, damn, next time I'm with someone, I'm gonna say, hey, just don't. If you're gonna punch me, go low head, don't go high head, because then you won't get in trouble. What the fuck? Like, Berkey, come on, man, come on, Berkey. But yeah, there's the empty net goal right after Tatar made an amazing save for Allen with a stick, just barely holding back a goal, but it didn't matter. 2-0 Flames, and I don't give a shit who scored. I actually don't even know who scored the empty netter. Will the NHL relocate the Coyotes to Quebec and relocate Florida to Houston or New Orleans? I actually honestly see Coyotes to Houston and then Florida to Quebec, and then another team, the Oilers, likely going to New Orleans, for example. I do think it is definitely possible that the Coyotes, especially the Coyotes, and the Panthers end up getting relocated. I'm just not sure when it could happen. I hope Seattle. I agree, man. I hope Seattle likes Byron over our other players and takes him instead. That would be really, really happy, because I don't think Bergevin's dumb enough to do, hey, to call Seattle like, hey, Seattle, we'll give you a first round pick if you pick Paul Byron over Jake Allen. I don't think he's gonna do something like that. I think it's gonna be like, hey, you guys are gonna take Jake Allen. How about we just give you this supposed to be great prospect, but Bergevin knows is gonna be bad. This guy. And you guys can take Paul Byron off our hands. So you're getting not only a decent fourth liner, you're also getting some future, even though your grade's gonna be bad, something like that. I think Bergevin's like one of those guys one of the GMs that has like fucking time travel. I don't see Edmonton to New Orleans. Yeah, the Jets. I think the Jets are gonna relocate. They still have that awful Atlanta stench about them, and they're kind of a lol cow, anyways. Hockey in Winnipeg just doesn't work. So the Jets to New Orleans, I can definitely see that happening. But that would end up being the game. The team looked terrible tonight. The Canadiens looked really bad. 2-0 Flames win. 37-33 shots for the Canadiens. If Markstrom is not in net, this is easily a 7-1 win for us. With the amount of wide open net chances we had, the amount of really solid chances we had that Markstrom somehow saved, should have been a 7-1 win for us. Do I even need to give the team stats at this point since we got shut out? Screw it, I'll do it. Toffoli leads the team. St. Louis Blues just scored again, 5-1. Thank you, Corey Crawford. Appreciate it. Tyler Toffoli leads the team, 6 goals, 3 assists, 9 points. Jeff Petrie and Nick Suzuki have 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. Jonathan Drouin, 7 assists. Welcome to the return of the Habs of the 2019-20 season. Thank you, Habs. Appreciate it. Tatar with 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Armia and Weber each 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. It's very Kotkaniemi, 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. Anderson with 4 goals. Almost said Yager. Gallagher, 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points. Deneau with 3 assists. Evans with 2 goals. Sherratt, Edmondson, Lehkonen, Perry, and Romanoff each with a goal and an assist. Byron and Kulak each with 2 assists. And Sherratt has 2 fights. Joel Edmondson has 1 fight. Man, calling it to fully hat trick next game. Oh, because we're playing Vancouver, so it's almost like how you might as well just guess. All right, how many goals is Toffoli going to get tonight? Or how many points is he going to get tonight? Yeah, Sons Liberty, I do agree. Markstrom did play out of his mind. It's not like we got shut out by the Oilers, so I agree. No, I don't know about that, Habs. Suzuki played really well. Anderson got hurt. Romanoff played well. In my opinion, I think the best players for Montreal tonight was Suzuki, Drouin, surprisingly. And I would argue Jake Evans was pretty solid. I think Jake Evans was really, really solid. Weber played really well when he was out there. I noticed Weber a lot when he was on the puck. Yes, Habs. Habs, we've been through this. It's Romanoff. He asked for it to be changed. It's Romanoff. Deneau's probably going to get some ice cream with all the fucking $5 million he's going to be paid. Anderson is hurt, Habs. It's either he's hurt or he has flu-like symptoms. I've heard both. I've heard he's both hurt and that he just has flu-like symptoms. It's weird. Well, Habs, you're pronouncing it wrong then. It's Romanoff. Or it's Romanoff. Not Romanoff. Romanoff. It's Romanoff. Not Romanoff. It's Romanoff. But yeah, guys. So those are the Montreal Canadiens game number 8. What if he got COVID? He apparently could because flu-like symptoms. If he does have COVID, then that means the Canadiens have to postpone their games, I believe, for a week. I think it's either a week or they just have to postpone it for 5 days. I forget because I think with Tampa and Dallas, they delayed them by almost 2 weeks because of because of more cases coming out. But I think if there's no more cases, like if say Josh Anderson has it, then both Montreal and Calgary, and I think maybe even Vancouver would have to postpone their games because if Anderson has COVID. But yeah, I don't think he has COVID. He apparently tested negative today, and they're going to test him tomorrow, and then we'll find out for sure. Romanoff changes his name more than I do in Kahoot. Thank you, Sons of Liberty. And I agree. Yeah, exactly, Marcus. Why do we have to postpone our games? If Anderson has COVID, it's to prevent our other players and staff and Calgary's players and staff from getting sick. because like I understand, just scratch Anderson, but if say he high-fived Philip Deneau before the game, Deneau could have COVID, and then if Philip Deneau fist bumped Brendan Gallagher, Gallagher got COVID, and so on and so forth. All right, I'm gonna look up this fucking Victor Mete thing before the stream ends if he actually did request a trade, because I've seen it like 4 or 5 times now. No one has sent me the proof if Mete has requested a trade from Montreal. And knowing Bergevin, he's a bit of an asshole to me. He's gonna get the trade done at like 3 a.m. when I can't go live. Knowing Bergevin. Oh wow. Okay, wow, yeah. So it is official. Victor Mete has requested a trade. That is surprising, and honestly, I can't blame him. I can't blame Mete. I mean, he hasn't gotten any ice time. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, from what I'm seeing, apparently, okay. Whether formal from Eric Engels, whether a formal request out of Montreal has been made or not, Victor Mete's agent Darren Ferris has said, "We are exploring a change. There just isn't opportunity there," unquote. Which I kind of agree. Montreal, I think, I don't want to say screw themselves out of playing Mete, but I think if anything, it's more so of a deal of, like you said, just not enough opportunity. He's not getting into the lineup, so what's the point? And like you mentioned, Ryan Poehling hasn't played a game in almost a year, but I don't see him, getting requesting a trade. 6-1 Blues score against 61. What do you mean, Corey Crawford? Bergevin said he didn't. Anya, came out apparently an hour ago that Mete has requested a trade. TSN posted about it. They're posting it as a report. Sports SB Nation. Victor Mete requests trade from Montreal Canadiens. Victor Mete requests trade. So yeah, Montreal Canadiens. And apparently Darren Ferris and the Canadiens will work together in finding a trade partner for Mete. So yeah, exactly. Sons of Liberty. I agree. If Josh Anderson does have COVID, then Vancouver should have to shut down, and the Jets as well. So there could be a massive, not backlash, but a massive ripple effect through the North Division. And this is exactly the reason why, because if, say, for example, Josh Anderson does have COVID, knock on wood, if it's revealed that he does have COVID tomorrow, then Montreal and Flames both have to shut their doors. Montreal played Vancouver. They have to shut their doors. Vancouver played the Jets. They have to shut their doors. It's those 4 teams. Then we have Senators, or Oilers, and Toronto playing each other. Exactly, like Sons of Liberty just said, it's a chain reaction. Yes, we do, Habs. We would absolutely have to postpone our games if Anderson has COVID. Absolutely, there's no question about it. We would absolutely have to. Yo, can we get some John hype in the chat, boys? Hot Take Hockey is in the stream. But yeah, exactly. Like Sons of Liberty, like you were saying, if he has COVID, then it's going to be a bit of a ripple effect. But like Onion Man said, it could just be a normal flu. It could just be a normal flu Josh Anderson has. Could be COVID. Could be a normal flu. Could just be nothing. He could have just ended up having a cough. And it's like, all right, we'll hold you off just in case. And it's like, oh, all right, you're just having a cough. It could be anything. It could be he had diarrhea during the game, and it's like, okay, no, we're going to hold him off. Yes, Marcus, Mete apparently has asked for a trade. It came out an hour ago. Victor Mete has apparently requested a trade from the Montreal Canadiens. John, have you heard about this, that Mete wants out of Montreal, allegedly? Or he has requested a trade or something like that? Because like guys were telling me at the start of the stream that, oh, hey, Mete's requested a trade. I'm like, send me something on Discord or something so you guys can know, or so I know. And no, I didn't check Discord, and I just looked it up because Habs brought it up, and I was like, oh, Mete actually wants a trade. So yeah, Josh Anderson is, yeah, thank you, Habs. Toronto, no, on your man. I don't think Toronto's probably on the phone asking like, hey, Marinchen for Mete. But Bergevin's gonna be like, no, fuck you. I want to trade for good play. I don't know why Mark Bergevin's Russian all of a sudden, but no, fuck you. I'm going to trade Mete for a good player. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But Leo, if a Mete trade request is a thing, I can't say it's a big loss, especially if we get an adequate 7th defense seventh D-man in return. He's my Italian boy, though. Hey, Leo, let's go. Let's go, Leo. Yeah, honestly, like, I love Mete. I think he's a great – I really, really like Mete. It would suck if we trade him, though. You know, it would suck if we trade him. But knowing Bergevin, he's going to be able to trade Mete, and he's going to get back a first, a third, and a good prospect for him somehow. Knowing Marc Bergevin, he's going to somehow be able to do that, and then he's going to somehow get first overall, and we're going to get Owen Power somehow. It's not going to happen, but knowing Bergevin, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, he's Russian now. Whoa. No, Habs. We should absolutely not trade Mete for Marincin. We're not giving Toronto Mete and taking back the human pylon of Marincin. If anything, I actually think Montreal, I think Bergevin would probably shut the phone on most teams asking about Mete. I think he'd want to trade him to any other division, most likely. But yeah, guys, I'm actually gonna end the stream here in a couple minutes. I'm gonna end the stream here in a couple minutes. I'm gonna take any last comments or questions, and I'm actually gonna open Discord real quick. But yeah, and I got a question from Vancouver to Montreal. Yeah, Andrew, I agree. And funny enough, there actually was a rumor that Mete was going to get traded by the Canadiens, so it seems like the rumors have been kind of true. We should call Ouellette. Oh shit! What the fuck? Okay, there we go. We should call Ouellette up for 7th defenseman rule and trade Mete for pick and or prospect type. I agree with you, Angeman. I agree with that. I don't know about calling Ouellette up. I think I was going to say Romanov. I'm not used to Romanov being on the roster. Romanov. There, I got used to saying Romanov now instead of Romanov again. Romanov. I'm not used to Romanov being on the lineup. I guess Ouellette could work as just like a 7th defenseman type of role, but I feel like we have one or two guys better than him. Hey Leo, no problem, man. No problem about the stream, buddy. Glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for coming by. Thank you everyone for coming by as well. Actually, I'm really happy about that. Sons of Liberty, thank you for checking out the stream. Appreciate it, brother. Have a good night and enjoy yourselves. Meanwhile, guys, actually, I want to talk about this real quick. If you guys want to join the Discord, the link's in the description. But I actually sent something on the Discord. Or not sent something on the Discord, but there's a new text channel. You guys might notice it. It's called Harry's Monthly Movie Club. But if you guys aren't in the Discord, even if you are, join the Discord and look under the general chats. You'll see Harry's Monthly Movie Club. What I'm gonna start doing, guys, is I'm going to update you guys whenever I watch a movie or a show. And I'm actually going to make it a video as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the movie with like a rating on the Discord. And then at the end of the month, so like, for example, say February 3rd, for example, I'm going to put out a video or make a video, Harry's Monthly Movie Club, January 2021. And I'm going to start reviewing movies very loosely. I'm not going to do full-on 20-minute reviews for each movie because the video would be like a day long. But I'm going to start doing stuff where I can do movie-related stuff like that and review movies. And I think it'd be just a really fun way to get involved with making videos about movies and film and getting you guys involved. I think that'd be really, really cool. So Harry's Monthly Movie Club, I'm actually going to update it today or tomorrow because we're the 31st. I'm going to update what I watched during the whole month because we're actually watching Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties tonight. We're watching the second Garfield movie, me and my best friend Desi. At least forever, thank you for coming by to the stream. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming by to the stream. I just realized I said her name. I apologize. I heard rumors that Crosby's not going to Montreal Habs. There's no way Crosby's going to Montreal. Unless he wanted to. If Crosby's like, hey, no, I want to go to Montreal, then they're going to trade him to Montreal, but very unlikely Crosby wants to go to Montreal. I understand it's his favorite team growing up and the team he watched as a kid. I heard rumors. Yeah, Crosby might get traded. Apparently, Pittsburgh wants to go into a rebuild after next season or even this season. But at the end of the season, they're going to ask Crosby if he wants to get traded. I don't know. I don't believe Crosby's going to get traded. I mean, hey, it could. Crazier things have happened. I mean, then again, you look at the greatest hockey player of all time, Mario Lemieux, was never traded. Mario Lemieux was never traded by the Pens. He stayed a Pen for life. He stayed through like 18 rebuilds. So yeah. So yeah, guys, that is going to do it for the stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Favorite channel includes but is not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and everything else. My name's Harry. Subscribe to the Puck Club. Subscribe to Hazy Clip. Subscribe to the Sub if you're a member of the Mod Squad. Thank you for coming out to the stream, moderating the chat, and any comments that I may have gotten. I appreciate it. Links in the description are my Twitch. Eventually, I'm going to stream on there and test it out. Eventually. Why are you leaving? Because I'm ending the stream, Habs. Mark Messier, exactly. Mark Messier. He was traded once, I think. Or no, I think Messier was never traded. I think nope, he was traded. He had his rights, I think, traded to the Florida Panthers, but he left 3 days later to sign back with the Rangers. Or something crazy. It was something weird like that. Hey, Randy, and go Habs, go, baby. Go Habs, go for sure. Let's go. With Twitch, I want to start using it eventually. Amazon Wishlist PO Box and the PayPal. Amazon Wishlist PO Box and the PayPal in the description. If you guys want to send anything my way, you will get your name on the big ass donor board, big ass not donor board of non-donations, and it will be in the background of the next stream and non-25 days of Harry video. So if you guys want to do that, that is greatly appreciated. Never required at all. Amazon Wishlist PO Box. I will, if you guys do want to send anything my way, it is greatly appreciated. Never asked for either, but typically you will get a video of me unboxing if anyone does send me anything. However, in the months of November, December this year, I'm going to hold on to stuff onto my desk and open them on a special Christmas Day or Christmas Eve live stream. That's going to be pretty fun, I think. Also in the description is my Discord. Like I just mentioned, check out the Discord. I post every time I go live, every time I post a new video on there, doing some different stuff on there. I think it's going to be pretty fun, and I think it'd be really cool. Also in the description, why are you speaking too fast? I speak too fast often, apparently. Calgary got lucky. I agree. Markstrom was out of his mind, played out of his mind tonight. Also in the description, the final thing, there might be a surprise in there. I don't know. Final thing in the description is my letterbox. It's where I review movies. Very rarely I actually review them. Most of the time I just rate them. As I mentioned, Harry Monthly's Movie Club, I'm going to start actually reviewing movies on the channel, thankfully. But letterbox, most of the time I just rate them. Check it out if you want to know movies I love, unless you'd rather check out the video made for Christmas Day last year, which may or may not be in the top 100 movies of all time of 2020. Or if you want to wait till the end of the year this year for 25 Days of Harry, you can check out a special video. Wink, wink. You can also check it out if you want to know movies I hate. I'd love to do a video on what movies I hate eventually. It'd be really fun, I think. And I recently saw the worst movie I've ever seen, so I think that would also be really cool. Dano needs to not. I don't know about that, Habs. I think Dano's just in a bit of a slump. Trading him probably might be the best thing if he keeps playing the way he's playing. But thank you guys so much for watching. Josh, hoping just to tweak. Randy, and apparently what's going on real quick, I will say this before I end the stream. Apparently Josh Anderson had flu-like symptoms, apparently. Not confirmed if it was COVID. I think he tested negative today, they said. But he is going to get tested again tomorrow, so not confirmed if he does have COVID or if he doesn't, or if it's just a flu or if it's something else. But hoping it is just a tweak if it is an injury. But apparently the rumor is that it is flu-like symptoms. I would love to resign. Armia and Tatar would be great resignings, I think. 3-1 Vancouver. Go Canucks, go, baby. And, of course, as always, go Habs, go, baby. Thank you all so much for checking out the video, the stream. Love you all. Triple Heart Squad in the chat. Let's get some Triple Heart Squads. Let's get some Triple Heart Squad in the chat, please, real quick, right before the end of the stream. He didn't get injured. Technically he could have. But yeah, let's get some Triple Heart Squad in the chat, boys. Thank you all so much Thank you all so much. My name is Harry Rice. I love every single one of you guys. Thank you all so much for coming out of the stream. You guys are what makes this channel what it is. I love you all. My name is Harry Rice, and I am out. Peace.